So we finally got our first real look at the Galaxy S26 series, and while the hype is everywhere, let's be honest, Samsung's latest design choices don't really feel special. Honestly, it looks less like innovation, and more like Samsung chasing ghosts. So, let's break it down. First up, the Ultra. And honestly, this one starts strong. After 5 years, the camera bump is making a comeback. The phone is confirmed to be 0.4 millimeters thinner, and with the significant camera upgrades coming, Samsung needed the extra space. So yeah, the bump makes sense. And honestly, I'm fine with it. It also means, for the first time in years, we'll see consistent design across most premium Samsung flagships. That's actually pretty cool. The next big change? The corners. The S26 Ultra is getting much rounder, and now it's consistent across the entire S26 family. Ice Universe also mentioned this earlier, and a lot of us worried it might look too much like an iPhone. While it's rounder, the Ultra still keeps its boxy, squared-off look, and that's what makes it unique. Personally, I'm glad they didn't mess that part up completely. And then there's this new circular ring showing up on all three S26 phones. At first glance, it looks just like the Qi 2 magnets for alignment, like what we see on iPhones and Pixel devices. But here's the twist. The S Pen doesn't work properly around magnetic fields. So, what is it? Either Samsung nailed some new S Pen tech that works without the old EMR system, or these are just coil markers for case manufacturers. For now, no solid leaks confirm it, so yeah, take this one with a grain of salt. The Ultra looks solid, but the Pro? Yeah, that's where things start to get a little confusing. A lot of us assumed that when Samsung introduced a Pro, it meant Ultra-level hardware, kind of like what Apple and Google do with their Pro phones. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. There are no signs of any extra sensors. But here's the interesting part. The camera bump on the Pro looks identical to the S26 Ultra. And usually, Samsung gives the base models a 50-megapixel sensor, which doesn't need a bump this massive. So what does that mean? Either the whole S26 lineup is getting a 200-megapixel main sensor, which would be huge, or the Pro is just a name change without any true Pro-level upgrades. Honestly, I'm hoping for the first one. And then we get to the S26 Edge. This one's going to spark debate because, let's be real, it looks like a carbon copy of the iPhone, or worse, some affordable Chinese phone. And yeah, that really annoys me. Now sure, the Edge does bring some improvements, like a bigger battery and better camera lens hardware compared to Apple's iPhone 17 Air. That extra space helps. But here's the problem. Samsung was too busy chasing the iPhone 17 Air's thinness. If they just used the new battery tech, we could have had both. A bigger battery and a consistent design across the S26 lineup. And this isn't the first time we've seen this. Samsung literally cut down Tab S11 Ultra specs just to shave off 0.3 millimeters of thickness so it matches the iPad Pro. The Samsung we knew used to be a trendsetter, making bold design shifts that actually felt unique. Now, it feels like they're just a copying machine, forgetting what made them special in the first place. And if you've been a Samsung fan for years, you'll definitely feel it. But there's one more major change coming that could completely redefine the S26 series. Click right here for all the details. This is Techtics, and I'll see you there.